the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Pandas, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Pandas will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pandas offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Pandas will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Makes the catch right at the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Might as well give it to him again. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Finds his target down the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David,
The expressway is wide open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He's back to throw on second down. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Memphis! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. And the Pandas will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those.
Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floats it out in space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Going downfield for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. The Pandas send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Texas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On second down, wants to throw it. Buying some time. Plows through the defense. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Pandas line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Hard-hitting tackle. The Pandas in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Pandas will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense back on the field ready to dial up ball plays. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play. And that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Gets it out fast. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Hard running there. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And I guess a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense. Downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd,
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watts. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The pull and throw off the RPO. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He'll just keep slinging it. The sure hands, it's Jeffrey. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the quick shuffle pass. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Pandas are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Wicks. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pandas.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawk. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Makes the grab. It's Ware. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They keep attacking through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a...
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive.
Off he goes, just steamrolling his way through. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Memphis! And the pummeling has started. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll line up for a second down play. To throw, it's Wicks. Myers on the move. He makes a catch. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Hobbs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down.
And the ball is intercepted.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Ware. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from a lot.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.